Good day, ma'am. I am Angelina B. Pantaleon, and this is my video presentation. Today, I will discuss the basic strategies for developing literacy, which is the questioning. So first, let us define what is questioning. Questioning is essential literacy strategy that enables students to self-monitor their textual understanding. If a reader simply decodes the words without asking what the text is saying and clarifying its meaning, comprehension will be lost. In questioning is a reading strategies that is told to a student to help them engage with text. It helps the reader to clarify what he or she is reading and to better understand the text. All readers ask questions as they read. They wonder what will happen next, or what will the character is thinking, or when the story will shift by asking questions. Children engage with the text and becomes more deeply involved, which allow them to understand more and comprehend. Why questions are more important than answers? Questions are more important than answers because they reflect both understanding and curiosity equal portions. To ask questions is to see both backward and forward to make sense of a thing and what you know about it, and then extend outward in space and time to imagine what else can be known or what others might know. Questioning strategies is very much essential when it comes to teaching and learning. As a future teacher, it is really useful in order to know if the students are really understand the discussions, especially if there is unfamiliar words that they cannot understand. That's why as a teacher you need to ask your students. Also, we know that some students have a different intelligence and they can easily catch up what you have discussed. So by using this strategy, you can identify if the student really understands the topic. The purpose of questions. Four purposes of question might stand out, from more traditional to more progressive. First, we have a more traditional academic view. In traditional academic setting, the purpose of question is to elicit the response that can be assessed. In this purpose of question, you as a student, you need to answer the questions of the teacher so that the teacher can see if you really understand the topic. Next, we have the less traditional or curriculum-centered view. A good question matters more than a good answer, as it demonstrates the complexity of the student understanding of a given curriculum. Curriculum-centered view, you need to choose a good question more than a good answer, so that the student understands the question or the discussion. Next, we have more progressive inquiry view. Confusion or curiosity markers suggest a path forward for inquiry, and they are iterated and improved based on learning, also known as a question-based learning. For inquiry view, it focuses on moving students beyond general curiosity and to the real aims of critical thinking and understanding. You must encourage students to ask questions and get to support them through the investigation process. for them to understand when to begin and how to construct an inquiry activity.